Hello, this is ResilanBearcat, and welcome to our Apollo Let's Play series of Dyson Sphere Program. So in the last episode, we came to the Silicon planet, our first planet that we left the other moon that orbits the gas giant that we started on, and we put down a blueprint that I have here that produces one electromagnetic turbine and one electric motor per minute. So what we're going to do in this episode, we put down the planetary logistics system, and we are supplying those. That's one per second, not one per minute. We are going to go over to where we have our we're going to go over here to our interplanetary logistics, and we are going to set those things up to export, and then we're going to make some more processors. That's the other thing that we need to do while we're here, is increase our supply of processors. So we'll go do that. Well, actually, I'm sorry about that. This is our titanium planet, so we're going to increase our supply of titanium, and then we'll go do the processors. The titanium should be fairly easy to solve that problem. So with this here now, we're going to need some logistics drones here. I'm only putting in what I'm doing here with these, I'm only putting 20 each of these right now. I don't have a whole bunch of these that are coming in here, so I don't feel like I need a whole bunch of them. 20 on each end should do it. Oh, if I can get to 20, there we go. There's my 20 logistics drones. A local supply. Now what I want to do is I want to bring in these, and I want to bring in these. This is going to be remote supply, local demand. I want to bring these in. Local demand, remote supply. Okay. And that one is what I want it to be. There we go. So now we just need more of this. And we can do some blueprints here to actually produce some of this stuff. So what I'm going to do is temporarily, we're going to erase this. This is just a factor. This is part of this game that I absolutely love. I can't say how much I like that, how much I like the way this is designed. So we're going to just take all of that out. Oops, boy, I took a little bit more than I wanted to there. I didn't mean to get my power pole. Let's put the power pole back. Okay, there we go. Now we will, let's cut that there, cut this. Okay, now with that in place, what I want to do is increase my supply of titanium. So I've got blueprints for this. I can come in here. I've got blueprints at titanium at 6 per second. This would require 12 coming in, and that was kind of what I had. I want to do this twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally stamp this blueprint down twice, and we'll bring in, is there another titanium or somewhere nearby? Ooh, I don't see another titanium ore close by. Let's examine this a minute. Where are my titanium? Is that the only titanium ore I have? Surely not. It could be, though. It is looking very much like that is my only titanium ore, which means I'm going to have to rethink my plan here just a little bit. That's okay. It does have a lot. It just means I need to redo it. Okay, that's still what I plan to do, though. I still intend that, but I've got to get a whole bunch of those miners down. So let's do this right here. We'll put the blueprint down. We are going to go early mid-game, 6 titanium per second. We're going to reverse this, and I'm going to stamp 1 there, and just move down to right there and stamp 1 there. So that's step number 1. Let's get these things in here, including the buffers and other things that are in here. We really won't need the buffers since we're sending it out to the planetary logistics system, but in case it backs up, we will leave the buffers. As my drones run around putting everything down. Okay. Power is already powered. Everything's ready to go. So what we'll do is we'll come right over here, and what we'll do here is this will come out to here and join in there. This I need to come 2 more and put it in there. So that's going to be the titanium going in there. and it'll be a lot of titanium going in there. So now let's get the let's get any titanium ore off of me. No reason to carry it around. We'll let it go ahead and start doing its thing, and then let's go ahead and erase all this. We're going to redo every bit of this. Okay, got 20 titanium veins. We can solve this problem. Let's see. Slap that in there, and then we put the miners down. We're going to need a whole bunch of miners to fill this thing up. So we're going to have to pack these things really in here. So that's one. I need to try to get 8 of these things around this low thing. There's 2. Each one of them needs to be pulling 6. There's 3. There's 4. 5. 6. This is going to be so hard. Not sure I can do it. I can get 8. Let's see, I've got to do 6. That's not going to do it. I've got to get 2 6s in here. 1, 2, 3. Let's get as tight in there as I can. That's got that. Now we've got to. Well, go back out there and see if I can pack them in tighter. Oops, I don't need that open. All right, we'll try some more. So this is part of the thing. We have to get. I mean, for this to work, we've got to get a bunch of these things in here. Get it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got it. Okay, with that in place, let's get the belts done. I'm not even going to mess with the tier 1 belts. They're just not worth it in this situation because of what we're doing. So we'll bring this down here like this, and we'll just connect all these belts in. Well, that certainly wasn't what I needed. There we go, there we go, there we go. Alright, there's the first belt. Let's go around here and get the second belt. So we need to bring this one down here like this. This one like this. We'll bring this one right here. Like that. Let's make that shorter. Bring it in like that. Okay, now then, we just have to hook these two things up and we'll have this going, and then we can go do our processors. So bring that over here like this. Bring this one over here like this. And let's put a few power poles in. That's going to hit some of them. That's going to hit some of them. Let's see if that got them all. I got them all with 2 power poles. Very good. Alright, I am producing some serious amounts of titanium now. So that is producing 12 titanium per second. I'm gonna have to get to another planet, but that'll with 1.2 million, that will run for a while, so that's not a bad thing. And we have gears and items coming in here. Very good. Now, I do want to look here, min load of drones. I do not want 10% drones running around the world. If you don't have at least half of a load, don't go. In fact, I want to change that. Don't go unless you have an 80% load. Okay. Minimum charging power. We're going to leave that alone. Alright, we have titanium coming in. We'll stick that titanium in there. I have a few other little things on us, but we're in good shape. So let's go to the other planet. We're good. We're done on this planet with what we're doing. We want to go ahead and get to the other planet and get set up some additional processors. So Apollo 1, that's the one that's a long way away. So now we're going to Apollo 4, the one that's closer to us. Or at least closer to where we started at. And let's see. There's my blue line that we like. Up into space we go. Oh, we're going to be doing a pretty close flyby of the sun here. Okay, let's see. The acceleration, as we're nearly 2 AUs away, we're gonna speed up here. All right, 1300. We'll save a little bit of power. Now watch what the effect that the sun has here. This is going to be a pretty close flyby of the sun, and it will definitely affect us. We'll start seeing the effects of the pull. Look at that. We have to seriously adjust for the gravitational pull. It didn't take us long to get past it, so that's good. Headed to Apollo 4. Look at the logistics vessels. I like seeing the logistics between planets. I feel like I'm accomplishing something. We're closing in here. Now here we're going to be building processors. We want to get a minimum of 3 processors a second. That's going to be our goal as we crater right into the ground. We are producing silicon here. And then we're producing a few microcrystalline components and silicon. So what we want to do is the microcrystalline and this the processors. That would be the correct blueprint we want. And we do have one of those blueprints. So what we're going to do, let's look and see what resources we need for the blueprint before we do anything. So that is going to be the microprocessors. I've got those here. I've got this right here at 1 per second. This will be a good blueprint. I do have a components at 6 per second here. So this doesn't require much iron, which is one of the things. I don't have a lot of iron. This requires 2x6 silicon and 6 copper. I can probably do that without a problem. Then the processors at 3 per second. Need 6 circuit boards per second. And we need 6 micro components. So if we did that, we wouldn't have any left over. This right here at least produces a steady supply. And I think at this stage in the game, this is the appropriate blueprint for what I want. It produces 1 per second of each of these. If I didn't want to do some, stamp this down twice, I could do that to get the 2 per second, to get 2 per second of these things. But this with the 2 iron bars, I could even stamp it down 3 times and do 3 per second each. That would mean I'd have 18 per second silicon bars coming in. Plus I'd have 12 per second of the copper bars. It's a thought. But I don't have a lot of iron. So let's see what we have here. And I think we need to, with the circuit boards and all that, let me see what we've got for the blueprint. Let's take a look at the blueprint right quick. Let's take a look at this blueprint. Alright, so this is taking the copper, the silicon, and the components in and producing the items out. If we grab, yeah, okay. I don't think I have components there. I do not. So that's interesting. We'll have to build something here for what we want out of our blueprints, but that'll work. We'll make that work. So that being the case there. And then that's just processors. That's just the microcrystalline components and other things. Okay. So if I want this right here, and I want 2 of these, that is kind of what I want, is 2 of these. So let's go over here. There's my planetary logistics. So what we're going to do is we are going to, there's the inputs and the outputs. So what I want to do is come right here. I can do the processing there. Actually, thinking about this, let's go back to our components. This requires 2 iron, 4 copper, 6 silicon. So if I want to do it twice, that's 4 iron, 8 copper, and 12 silicon. So I'll need copper, iron, and silicon. Let's see how much we have here nearby. We got plenty of copper. We've got, there's the coal veins to do all the stuff that we need to do there. There's a whole bunch of stone. There's some silicon up there. Additional silicon if I need that. Oh yeah, look at the copper vein. I got tons of copper. The iron is what I'm very short on. 399. And I only have 8 veins. So I think the 1 per second is really all I can do. So I'll just keep that there the way it is. I've got the little proliferator and what's being produced. I'm already producing the proliferator. So with that in place, and thinking about what I'm doing here, I just want to change the way this is producing. And then I need some more of the silicon. Since I've got the silicon here, I've already got 12 per second coming there. So what I will do, come here, this will produce 1 per second. And I am going to rotate this around. In fact, and I'm going to bring it I'm going to put it on this side of the production. I'm going to leave some space here for later growth, so we'll put it in right here. We'll run everything over there to that. Alright, let's go see. What all does it need? We need some more of these. We need some more of those. We need some of those. Okay, let's let it build. This is a little small blueprint. This will be producing the items that I want to come out of here. And we're using the proliferator to try to stretch our iron. And what we're doing on the iron. Okay, so that's the items that we need to come in here. I've got items going in, coming out, and then I want the microprocessors coming out. Let's get the silicon coming out. We want some additional silicon. And then with that coming out, I want that to come there. That to come there. Okay. And let's get a power run. That should hook everything up very nicely. Alright, now we need to tear a whole bunch of this other stuff down and rebuild it with our blueprints. We have more of these, and we will take those. Let's go ahead and start tearing things down. We will rebuild that as part of what we're doing. So let's see. Let's just do it and get our erase tool. Start erasing so we can redo it. And we are going to proliferate everything. Okay, with that in place now, let's see here. There's the iron veins coming out. I want the proliferation to continue on down through here. Actually, I want the, probably going to do this in all the places. Let's see, I've got this coming in here and producing. The coal is coming in, producing this, producing this. We've got the silicon coming out. Let's go ahead and erase all this and rebuild it. Oops, wrong button. Rebuild. Yep. We are taking out all the things. I won't take out the miners because the miners are already set up. But I can take these here and run this a different way. Because now I can combine the lines into one line, and I will need some more silicon, so I'll probably end up having to go, I'll probably make the silicon things in another place and just build the silicon bars. So this, I'll use this right here for producing what I need here, and then I'll make silicon bars somewhere else. So that's coming in here. Where's the copper at? The copper's over here. I want to put the copper onto a single line. Then, with what I'm building, I really don't need that many lines of copper. Well, I'll take all that out. Oh wow, we are out of space. We suddenly have more stuff in our inventory that we can pick up. Yeah, so let's see. Let's drop one of these down, and we'll stuff that in there. We'll stuff that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Actually, we can put that into the there we go. Now, this time I do not want to make the mistake of throwing away things. Because, okay, where's the one? There we go. Got it. And let's see. If I brought the proliferation on down here, I could proliferate both of these things. I could bring the silicon over here, and I could build in this quadrant right here. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. What was this right here? Any of that? Don't need any of that. Okay. Let's see. This right here goes right there. Well, I say it goes there. Maybe I don't have anything on the other end using it. Well, watch this. 1, 2. And we put that in there like that. We'll hook that in like that. And then we'll do that right there. Alright, we've got that hooked up. That way it will send that over there when it gets the opportunity. We'll do one of those. Alright. Fine. Let's get this thing rebuilt. We've got our iron. We got that. We got our silicon. We're going to bring all of these things over here and proliferate them all right in here, and then build in that quadrant right over there. So what we'll do, we need them closer together though. Let's see here. I want that cut off right there, that cut off right there. And let's see, we need the silicon. So what we want to do is right there. Do that right there, and we will upgrade a couple of segments of that. There we go. So that is coming down through there now. We've got our iron hooked up. Let's bring the silicon right on down through here to here. We'll bring it down through here like that. And then let's... Actually, I'm going to I'm gonna take that back out of there. Okay. Get rid of that out of our inventory. Consolidate some things and bring, let's see. Like I said, I don't need but one of these lines right now, but I'm going to bring to here. Let me bring this right down through here. We are going to join that in. Why not? Okay. Then both of these lines are just one lines. We don't need more than that for what we're doing. Now we will need proliferators, spray coaters. Do I not? And I may not have any spray coaters with me. And if I don't, alright, we will see about building a spray coater. I probably don't have the things I need to build them. Yeah, I certainly do not have the things I need to build them. Don't have the items in my inventory, so we're going to need to go get some of those. I need the microcrystalline components, which I think I have. Yeah, I have some of those. I have some circuit boards. Right, yes, I got circuit boards. There's exciters and still. Alright, we'll fix that. And then put the spray coaters down here. Then we'll put the spray coaters all right there. So let's go ahead and get my... I'll put one of them down. Right, we want that right there. So this will follow right on down through here. And there's no need for that to be up off the ground. Okay, there we go. And then let's put this spray. I got one spray coater, so I can put that one in right there, and I'll put the other two in right there. And let's come to right here, raise this up to here, and run it right in there. And we'll have one here and one here. And we'll have spray coaters on every one of those things. Well, that's filling up, and probably should have got that in there before it filled up. Oh, I might be able to do something about that here, maybe. Let's see if I can. Nope, can't put it into the output. Oh well, alright. We'll deal with that later. Well, we'll be dropping a couple more of those down when we get to it. Alright, whoops, wrong button. Let's see. So right over here, we need to build the things that we need for that plant over there. And we're going to need several things. Starting with, if we go look at this, this is the blueprint we're doing. We need iron bars, copper bars, silicon bars, micro components, and processors. I thought the micro components and all that might require other things. What does this require? I'm too far away. Just copper bars and those, and these things require... Oh, they're... circuit boards. Okay, so I will need circuit boards. So we'll need iron products and copper products and then silicon products. And given the way that our blueprint thing is running, let's put that right there. I got silicon here on this side, I've got iron, and then I've got copper, so we'll put the copper things down here. So let's see what we have here. circuit boards requires iron bars and copper bars as well. So that's really all I need is iron bars, copper bars, and silicon bars. I don't need 12 per second of those. So we're going back to our early game blueprints. We can do iron bars at 6 per second. Let's reverse this around. And that's going to be the end of this episode, so things are a bit slow here as I figure out how I'm going to do this. But what I'm going to do right here is the iron, the copper, and the silicon, run that over there to that plant. I may move the plant over to this side and then run it into our factory and get the processors back. So I'll be back and we will continue. That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.